While I was making coffee, my roommate asked, "Why is the kitchen floor wet?" I turned to face her. "Oh, because I fed your dog last night," I responded. My roommate Ingrid dropped to her knees right there in the kitchen. She started rocking back and forth, pulling chunks of her hair out while making this horrible keening sound. I tried to help her up, but she slapped my hands away. This is where, she couldn't finish the sentence before another wave of sobs hit her. With trembling hands, she pulled out her phone. "Mom, it happened. 2:47 a.m., just like you said it would." She was barely making sense between the hyperventilating. Before I could ask what she meant, our landlord Dimitri burst through the door without even knocking. His face was purple with rage. "You sick bastard, that's $900 for cleanup or I'm calling the cops." He pointed at me like I was some kind of criminal. "Cleanup for what? It's just water." But he'd already stormed out, slamming the door so hard a picture fell off the wall. Ingrid was still on the floor, now in the fetal position. She kept mumbling, "I should have protected him," over and over while digging her nails into her arms hard enough to draw blood. "3 weeks, she whispered. "You've been here 3 weeks and you already." 20 minutes later, her mom showed up. The woman took one look at me and slapped me across the face so hard I tasted copper. "Monster, how could you?" "How could I what?" I held my stinging cheek, completely lost. "I just fed the dog. Ingrid told me she explained everything to you last week." Her mom's voice cracked. "During your roommate orientation." "What orientation? I never had any." More people kept showing up and every single one acted like I'd committed murder. 3 neighbors were whispering in the hallway, and when I walked past, Mr. Okafor from 4B actually spit at my feet. "Murderer," he hissed. "But you just moved in," the woman from 4C said, confused. "How could you know too?" The pizza I'd ordered for lunch arrived, but when the delivery guy saw me, he pulled the box back. "I heard what you did. Get someone else." He left with my pizza. Ingrid's sister Beatrix showed up next and threw her entire venti coffee in my face. The cold liquid burned my eyes as she screamed, "I hate you." I was wiping coffee out of my eyes when I noticed the property manager taping something to our door. "Due to recent events, your lease is under review for violations of pet policy." "Wait," I called out. "I signed my lease on the 1st. Today's the 22nd. How could I?" "Don't play dumb," he snapped, but I saw doubt flicker in his eyes. Through all of this, Ingrid stayed on the floor. She'd gone from violent sobbing to this scary catatonic stare, occasionally whispering, "I can still hear him crying," while scratching bloody grooves in her arms. Her phone hadn't stopped buzzing. I could see the messages lighting up the screen. "Is it true? I can't believe they did it. You deserved better. How is someone that evil?" A small crowd of 4 or 5 people were actually gathering outside our building. Through the window, I could see people holding signs but couldn't make out what they said. Someone had their phone out recording. Finally, Ingrid looked up at me with eyes so full of hatred I stepped back. "He was diabetic," she screamed. "I told you 50 times feeding him at night would kill him." His blood sugar crashed at 2:47 a.m. I watched him convulse for an hour before his heart stopped. "You stood there and watched me set timers every day. You knew." My stomach dropped. The pieces clicked into place with horrible clarity. "I didn't know feeding times mattered that much." He was whimpering and she laughed, but it sounded more like choking. "You deleted my reminder notes from the fridge. You threw away his medication schedule I taped to his food bin. You've been planning this for months because you were jealous of him." Her mom stepped forward. "The vet said it was the most painful way for a diabetic dog to die. You tortured him." "She showed you his medicine," her mom insisted. "The insulin, the special food. I've never seen any medicine. There's nothing on the fridge, nothing on the food bin." My voice was getting desperate. "That's criminal animal cruelty," Dimitri the landlord said, reappearing in the doorway. "My lawyer's already drafting the lawsuit." "Your kind always does this," Ingrid's sister spat. "Takes what isn't yours, destroys what you can't have." The crowd outside was getting louder. Someone was chanting. The police would probably show up soon. Ingrid stood up slowly, her legs shaking. "Everyone in the building knows what you did. Everyone at my work. Everyone at the dog park. You'll never be able to show your face in this neighborhood again." As I stood there with coffee dripping down my face, surrounded by people who wanted me destroyed, I remembered something. Something that would change everything once they saw it. Full story on channel, link below.